What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those who catching replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications with these live chats. You can take part right along with us. So I was not planning on streaming today. I had a lot going on. I would like to formally blame Jay, who's in the chat right now, for even asking about a stream tonight because I felt pressured. And I was like, shit, let me hurry up and knock everything out. So that's why we're going live at 5:45 Central. This was the quickest I could make it happen, later than usual. Didn't even want to bother with a topic. I figured let's just chat because I have a haul that we're going to do tomorrow on a live chat. Thursday, I have Justin on the channel. Friday, probably going to do more of that Italy de Rose Discovery set. So I figured today would be the day to just do a random, hey, let's chat kind of thing. So as far as what I'm wearing, this came in earlier today, Profondo Parfum. And I do think it's better than the original. But I've already seen people gripe, complain, bitch, whine, and moan about it's not loud. And it's not. It wears like a parfum, like it's a parfum supposed to. It's a heavier wear. The aroma is denser. It doesn't scream off the skin. It's not like Acqua di Gio Parfum or Profondo, where they're so fresh, they're still bright. This is heavier. I think it's the labdanum that gives me this warm, ambery, kind of resinous-like tone. It's still very aquatic. It still smells like Profondo, minus the mineral notes. It doesn't have as much green going on. It's really good. It's really good, but I don't need my fragrance to scream across the street at somebody. So I'm going to be in the minority of who thinks this is a really good fragrance because I'm all about the scent. And it seems to be lasting a very, very long time. It's just, it sits a bit close to the skin. According to my wife, it does trail really well. I've had it on for several hours now. She's been in my trail when we had places to go earlier. Last place we were was Walmart. When we were walking upstairs, bringing groceries up, she kept letting me know, I still smell you. It's still strong. So it trails really well. The sillage is really good on it. It just doesn't scream off the skin early on. If you're just chilling and it's not well circulated, people might not smell you as easily. Or maybe I'm just going nose blind to it. According to her, it's pretty strong on me. Doesn't seem that strong on me to me. Who knows? Working on a review, though. But finally came in. Ordered this on the 2nd. It is the 22nd. And it came in. Thanks, Joe Mashop. You're a superstar. But at least I have it. And something cool, the return of the magnetic cap, which has been gone from the Acqua di Gio line for a while. So happy to see that return. Happy to have the fragrance. I actually like this better than Profondo Lights, which was my favorite of the two. So we have 3 Profondos now. Just after just these few hours, it's already my favorite because I like that resinous aquatic feel. It's this warm, ambery, resinous aquatic feel. It's good. Not everybody's going to feel the way I feel, though. So let's get caught up in the chat. I see we got a little over 70 people already. Hit that thumbs up on the way in if you don't mind. It does help. I do appreciate it. All right, let's see. Mr. M.A. Styles, Club de Nuit, Urban Man Elixir. I figured it'd be a little late for you, Roy. No worries. Glad you're able to come hang at least for a moment. Let's see, Parfums de Molly Pegasus exclusive. Excellent choice. Was chatting back and forth with Ryan. This is all Jay's fault in the first place, as I stated here. So let me skip past that stuff, the back and forth we did there. Fragrance Fraternity, good to see you, sir. Rob's Club Elixir for life. Hell yeah, man. Sean, good to see you, sir. Wulong Cha, Sin of the Night. Going to go with the Rosé Shave Set and Fragrance. I did that a few nights ago myself. Need to shave again tonight. Might do it again. I might roll with that again myself. Actually, yeah, you brought it up. What the hell? I'm going to use my Rosé Shave Set tonight, too. Let's see. Everybody enjoying Bloom. Manny, good to see you. Rockin' Invictus Parfum. That's a great one. I might throw that in the rotation this week, too. I'd like to throw Assad Zanzibar back in the rotation and possibly Bad Boy Cobalt. Been kind of itching to wear those again. Hit that like. Let them know. Pop Fritz, good to see you, sir. Wearing Journeyman. Excellent choice. Kick Squiffy's in the house. Wearing Paris Corners Rifakat. Kick Squiffy approved. FW Wolfpack for life. Hell yeah. Dan, not the man, wearing Bleu de Chanel Parfum. It's the standard to me for designer blue fragrances, especially the Parfum flankers. Another one, because it's not loud, doesn't get the kind of love it should get. It gets some love. Not like it should get, because it's not loud. Wears closer, trails well, it's warm, resinous. Just not aquatic like this. It's woodsy. Hope y'all had a great day. Polar Red Parfum. Absinthe note is quite interesting. The iris in there, too. Vaguely smells like Polo Red to me. It's great fragrance. I just don't think it's that much of a Polo Red flanker. Going with Oud After Dark. Alrighty. I knew what you meant. John, good to see you. Jean-Lo Immortel. Good afternoon. We're in CK Shock. Katana Mahir Legacy. Sir, it's hot. 97-degree day. Dang, Jay. Now I got to push my stream back. Well, it's all Jay's fault. I mean, you could go live. We're just going to split some of the audience. It's just what it is. Which that's one of the reasons I don't like to go live later in the day, because most people do. That's why I try to go a little earlier. I used to do 2 o'clock Central. Then I moved to 3 and 4. Kind of the sweet spot. 5 o'clock some days. It depends on what I got going on. Things are busier these days. Perlin Rosa Sport. Zomarad by Arabian Oud. I never tried that one. Good to see you, Sean. Ferragamo Spicy Leather. All of the Ferragamos are good, in my opinion. I read that already. That is a double type. Well, good to see you. Nitro Red lasted like 10 hours. I believe it. And I was outside all day. Have a blessed weekend. It is not the weekend, sir. It is Monday. But I hope you had a blessed weekend. I think you may have meant had, and it auto-corrected or auto-filled or something maybe. Yeah, because weekend's over, my man. I have a feeling it was a typo. Damn, it smells good in the chat. Unique Luxury, Beverly Hills exclusive. Never tried it. Ego Stratus. I haven't worn that in so long. Blueberry Aquatic. Forgot I had that. That's how long it's been. I just have a ridiculous amount of fragrances. I need to reach for that one. That's a damn good fragrance. Blueberry Aquatic. Juliet Has a Gun. Yeah, Bloom's good stuff, man. Good to see you. I've never heard of that. Wearing 1 million Privé today. Hope you're having a great day. I don't like the new Profondo Parfum, mostly because it's a cash grab. Welcome to the world of designer fragrances, Randy. They're all cash grabs. They all want money. Not one single fragrance release on this planet is not about making money. They're selling a product. So that cash grab thing cracks me up all the time, especially from these designer brands. Yes, they're definitely trying to see what they can feed out to make money. And it's going to appeal to some, and it's not going to appeal to others. It's just what it is, you know. I'm here for it, though. I was eager to get it. I'm happy to have it. It's kind of what I anticipated it to be. I thought it would be a little bit louder, but I do like the profile. I definitely like the profile. Noted. All right. Something I learned. You can wear the fragrance, or the fragrance can wear you. Heard that a couple of times. Very true. Confidence is key, regardless of how you're dressed, because obviously you want to have the right fragrance to go with because it's all part of the wardrobe, right? You want to have the right fragrance, the right weapon of choice, if you will, for your attire and your setting. But if you're going to wear something that typically doesn't fit the attire and setting, it's all about confidence is what it comes down to, you know. Anthony, good to see you. Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Cologne, good stuff. It's a handsome bottle. Aqua de Gel Parfum. That is indeed a handsome bottle. It's a great fragrance. And this one, I really like the gradients on this one. They took away the frosting and just made it that similar deep royal blue, almost navy to royal to clear gradients. I like it. I like it. And I believe it's 100 ml too. I think they went back that route. Yeah, it's 100 ml. They got away from the 75 and the 125. It's an actual 100 milliliter bottle. Dumont Nitro White, the only one I don't have. I'm going to wear Nitro Blue tomorrow. I ended up grabbing that one next. I've had requests for do this one, do that one. I want to go with blue. I smelled it too. It's kind of a balmy, sweet, like Wanted by Night kind of scent profile, but very balmy. It's got this Tolu Balsam that really stands out. It's like this creamy, spicy, woodsy, slightly sweet fragrance. It reminds me of Wanted by Night, but a big twist. That's the only thing I can kind of relate it to. Not what I thought it would smell like, but it is good. Definitely not a blue fragrance like you would think it would be, being called blue and colored blue. Armani Nero. Dior Cologne. My sample of Signature Bloom just showed up too, and it smells great. Ismail, good to see you, sir. Club Nuit Intense EDT, and it's body mist. Keith, good to see you. Armageddon, Très Nuit. Okay, let me skip ahead a little bit. Everybody's saying hello to one another. Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill. Love the channel. I'm glad you enjoy the channel. Pacific Chill, I won't be pulling that bad boy out until we're right in the mix with summertime. I'm still kind of hovering around the green, sweeter kind of stuff, green and slightly sweeter, but somewhat fresh stuff. I really think is more appropriate for spring because it's not super hot yet. High 70s to high 80s range. Like we got a little over 90 degrees a couple days ago, but nothing crazy yet. So until we get to the real summer weather, I'm reserving the summer fragrances. I do need to do that. I did it relatively early last year, almost right before maybe midway. I don't remember, but I will update them this year because it does change. It's not really for life because when you get new stuff, it's like, oh, but I want to keep this. So it's fun to revamp. Fico di Amalfi, great fragrance. Barra King, never tried it. Perfum Addictos, my man, what's going on? Wearing signature rosé, you sir smell incredible. Seraphim's definitely blind buy worthy after reading the notes. Well, I can't say too much yet, but yeah, it's incredible. That's as far as I'll go with that right now. Aqua di Gio Absolute to be delivered today, finally. Long overdue, man. That's a good one. Money Mitch, what's going on, Oos? Cool Water, grapefruit and sage. Excellent choice. No, I assumed it was a typo. I absolutely assumed it was typo. Joel, good to see you, my man. Prodalone for bruh. All right, then. Got on Bitter Peach now. And see, I'm not a big fan of that one. I do enjoy fruity fragrances, but that one in particular just comes across a little too feminine on my skin for my taste. Can't get down with it as much as I want. Lost Cherry, too. I'm actually not a fan of Lost Cherry. But Lost Cherry's profile blended with other things. Like Michael Densmore's Unaveraged Cherry. Unaveraged Patch Mix Lost Cherry. That's good. That's real good. Marty, good to see you, sir. Wearing YSL myself. Without seeing the notes, I just love Zaharoff. There's definitely a crowd that does that for sure. Montabaco Intensivo, what a beautiful tobacco fragrance. Every time I get asked this, I don't think anybody ever likes my answer. I always say just save up and get Leighton. Because there's a bunch of really good ones. There's a bunch. There's several I like. Paris Corner North Stag 2 is really good. That's the kind of the recent flavor of the month favorite of mine. Royal Equestrian from Alexandria. Detour Noir gets a lot of love. Like there's a bunch of really good ones, but honestly, none of them captivate me the way actual Leighton does. I just wear Leighton. Save up. Don't buy that haul of 5 clones and buy a bottle of Leighton. Or if you get the 75 ml, don't buy the 4 clones. Because you can get a 75 ml around 150-ish. Maybe a little less depending on where you shop. Just do some searching. But, I mean, you got to figure you're going to buy 5 clones and drop $100. Don't get those clones this one time. If you really like Leighton that much, or get a sample and try Leighton and see if it's worth the extra money to you. Because that's one of those fragrances that I definitely think, man, save up and get Leighton. And there's a lot of people that disagree with me, but it's my opinion. I'm not right or wrong. It's just my opinion. But that's one that has that little something extra, that magic that, yeah, there's good enough experiences, but man, real deal with Leighton's it's special to me. It is my second favorite from PDM. Cologne's my favorite because I just like how weird and spicy it is. And that's why I like it. I wear Leighton more. No, it's all good. I'm just giving you a hard time, Jay. Ooh, for me, it's Fougères Marine, but you got to like Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. That's what it smells like. I think a good one to start with is Wood and Spices. It's not really full of heavy, funky oud like a lot of them are. I think it's pretty accessible. Another one's really good is like Herbal Aquatica. It's like a minty, more aquatic twist on Xerjoff's Herba Pura. Minty, aquatic, fruity, and citric. Strong, too. You don't need a lot of sprays. Something like that. ATH Supernova. It's a beast mode freshie. Good to see you, Kyler. Hirfa's really good. I need to put Arwa back in the rotation. I only wore it that one time so far. Good to see you, sir. Happy Monday. No fragrance today. Just placed an order for Y Eau Fraiche. That's a good one. When summer rolls around, I need to get that one back in the rotation at least once. Creed Aventus Cologne. Excellent choice. Justin Sentz, how are you? Overall, I think it's good, not great. I don't think it's one of the 5 best designers released so far this year. Top 10, because there's only been so many, so it's in the 10. But lower end of the 10, like it's missable at retail, is how I feel about it. because it is nice. It's a very good fragrance. It's just not as good as some of the others that have come out, like Most Wanted EDT Intense, better. Invictus now this is all my opinion. Invictus Parfum, better. Boston Scent Elixir, better. Profondo Parfum, better. I mean, I could just keep going. I got to look around for other releases that came out because I don't want to use the term generic, but it doesn't smell like they tried to, but like, how dare somebody say this is a cash grab, whereas that is nothing special. It smells good. It's a solid performer. It's not a beast, but it's not weak on me either. I would, 6-7 hour range of longevity, average projection, middle of the road kind of stuff, maybe a little bit better. It smells nothing like a Ventus. It has a pineapple note. Apparently, anytime something has pineapple moving forward, I need to make sure to say it does not smell like a Ventus unless it smells like a Ventus. My comment section has taught me that recently. But if you like woody vetiver and citrusy, fruity fragrances, like sounds done to death, because it kind of is, and this is their twist. It's a kind of a preppy, semi-casual kind of fragrance. It's a great everyday wear, but just as good, not any better than the original Ralph's Club EDP. They don't smell the same, but they do exactly the same job. I would recommend them exactly the same. So it's kind of like if you have Ralph's Club EDP, even though they don't smell the same, the situation is redundant from the same brand. You see where I'm going with that? Like, I do like it quite a bit. It's right here. I haven't even picked it up yet. I'll probably wear it again in the next week or two. I do really like it. I just don't want to sit here and say, yes, you should definitely grab it at retail. You can get it for $90 for the big bottle. Right now it's in stock, or it was in stock yesterday from Fragrance Buy, but I get out and smell it first, make sure, because it might be too redundant in your collection where you're like, nah, not special enough. Then again, you may smell it and fall in love with it. I know this is a very loaded answer, but I wanted to really articulate my thoughts on this one because I do like it. I just don't think it's that special. So hope that helps. Now that is special, and that does smell like a Ventus, but mango and pink pepper heavy. Yeah, that cash grab stuff gets thrown around like crazy. Citrine Shave Set is good too. Made the Live, Mobile Legend Spirit. Greetings from Barbados. Aqua Cinziali Blue. Really loving this one in the heat. Might get a backup bottle. Good stuff. Good stuff. Appreciate you, sir. English Laundry Armor. I haven't worn English Laundry fragrance in so long. I need to pull out Cambridge Night or Riviera. Ooh, Riviera would be good this time of year. Yeah, it's kind of their YSL loam. I need to grab that and put it. I might wear that tonight. No, because I'm using the shave set, so I'm gonna wear the matching fragrance. Maybe tomorrow night then. Beach Hut Man, great choice. My Greek Lover and Masculine Pluriel. I always mess that word up. Coming soon. Inexpensive summer freshie that's coconut based, that isn't sunscreen like. If you can get your hands on Mandarina Duck Vita Loca, it's kind of a more orange citrus twist on Lobola Parfum. It's not exactly the same, but similar. If you can find that one in stock somewhere, it's usually pretty cheap. That's one I would recommend. I recommend often, actually. Hawass, can't go wrong there. Terribly boring across the board for me. And see, in this household, it's a hit. That's why I'm going to stand behind them, because I love them. I love the scent profile, the base DNA. While you're right about the cash grab, I feel 90% are similar. So, oh, yeah, you don't need all of them. Hell no. You got to just love the original to want to go after all of the other ones. And that's what it is here. My wife, that's like one of her favorite all-time fragrances is the original Acqua di Gio. And I've always loved Acqua di Gio, but the ones that really took it to the next level for me was Profumo and Absolute. I see you got Absolute listed. Profumo and Absolute really okay, I'm in love with this DNA. And then ever since Profondo Lights, Absolute Instinct, they just started dropping them. Acqua di Gio EDP, the Parfum. I'm like, holy shit, I love all of them. Give me all of them. I'm going to buy them all when they drop it. That's what the hell happened. I'm just a big fan of it, Boss Bottled Elixir, excellent choice. Seemed like new releases this year haven't been as exciting. 2023 was pretty exciting. And most of the releases tend to come up in the first half of the year, too. So we might not get a whole lot the rest of the year as far as designers. But we'll get some stuff. Most notably, that Spice Bomb Dark Leather. That's one to be excited about. Anytime we get a Spice Bomb flanker, At least for me, that's like, okay, there's designer release of the year potential. Because for me last year, infrared EDP, that was my designer of the year. When Night Vision EDP came out, that was my designer of the year. Good to see you, JT. Rayon Tradition Insurrection 2 Sport. It does smell pretty accurate. It is good enough. Not as good, obviously, but definitely good enough. That's another one my wife's a big fan of. Profondo lights, great option. Now, see, that's tough because I really like Acqua di Gio Parfum. I think because Profumo is the overall number one for me, which it's wildly redundant to the Parfum, I think that's where this one slides in behind it because this is kind of my number two already. I really like the way this smells. I really like that it's kind of a warm, ambery aquatic. I love it. I absolutely love this. And it's going to be an unpopular opinion from what I can tell. So, yeah, I gotta rank it above Acqua di Gio Parfum. Overall in the line, because Profumo it's never going to get knocked off the mountaintop to me. I don't think it can. Yeah, I have it. I haven't opened it yet. That'll be within the next week or so. No, they discontinued their fragrance line. They don't make fragrances anymore, as far as I know. They discontinued fragrance as a whole. Old School Leather, released in 1924. Ooh. I do like the leather accords. I have not. I haven't tried any of them. Oasis. Oh, Bath and Body Works. Okay. Polar Red Parfum feels very underrated for what it does. Great office wear. Yeah, it's definitely a good office fragrance. It's not as sweet as the other ones in the line. Javoy 21 Conduit Street. Memo African Leather and Torino 21. Sounds like you got quite the haul coming in. There's a great aquatic. The fig's very fruity and juicy in that one. For $42, not too shabby. Hey, that's a great fragrance, man. I hope you enjoy it. It's very easy to wear fig. Opened a new gym on the weekend, and now I'm in love. Scent of the day, Ombre Noir by Lalique. Good to see you, Paul. That is a good one. Shame on me. I didn't open it this past winter. I mean, it's opened. I just didn't pull it out and dust it off and spray it. I intended to and forgot about it, which is pretty easy in this room. It's pretty easy to forget about a fragrance and move on. It happens all the time. Browns is the Browns. Gentle Fluidity Silver. Ty, good to see you. Have you tried that Every Human site? So a bunch of questions design your custom fragrance from that. I tried that and the lady gave a stamp of approval. Never even heard of it. Which one? They have like 20. They have like 20 fragrances. So which one? Oh, Parfum, should I get Paradise Garden at today price or wait till it gets restocked? I mean, it's not a hurry, rush kind of thing unless you just feel like you have to have it. That was my situation, but that's me. You know, it's Le Beau Le Parfum is my favorite Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrance. So naturally, they were coming out with a new flanker that was centered around ginger. I was like, ooh, got to get that as soon as possible, which I did. It depends on how you feel about it. I really love it. It is one of the best designers released of the year to me. How bad do you want it is what it comes down to. Do you feel like you can wait? If you can wait, wait. You'll get it a little cheaper, you know. Wooden Spices is definitely a great option. Doesn't jive with me. On my shirt, I get the apple pie spice like everyone loves, but on skin, I don't get any of that. Oof, yeah, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. For me, I love it. I love that menthol, Vicks Vapor Rub, geranium smell I get at the time. I actually find it quite endearing. The fruity apple, dense spiciness. That vanilla comes in later. I get the woods and the vanilla later. I love it. I love it. Wife loves it too. Always a bonus when the wife loves it. Makes me want to wear it even more. There's more than 10, Randy. There's more than that, yeah. I think so, but to each their own. There's a great affordable coconut to answer the previous question. Assad Zanzibar. Saltwater creamy coconut and the incense vanilla smells like roasted tonka beans to me. Great performer on my skins. $34, $35 most places. It's a good one. Yeah, it's really good. Arwa really, it was my favorite of the bunch. Good to see you, sir. Heading to work wearing Burberry Touch. I will see you on Thursday for my stream with Justin, where you'll be wearing Spice Bomb Night Vision EDT, because on Thursdays he wears Night Vision EDT. You know what? We're gonna do this right. Here we go. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're slotting it. I'm going to rock it with you on Thursday. What the hell? So let me rephrase that. On Thursdays, we wear Night Vision EDT. Jason, good to see you, my man. Mephisto Gentlewoman, one of the freshest fragrances I've ever smelled, because it stays just as fresh in the opening all the way into the deep dry down for me. It's incredible. Hoffman, my man, good to see you. Wearing Sicily today and loving it. Does great in Florida heat. Yeah, it's a beast. It's a straight up beast. So, guys, it looks like I need to skip ahead a bit. So I'll repeat myself. Which one? Because there's a lot of them. I saw your message. You clearly didn't see my content. Yeah, mine came today too. Yes, I have it. I haven't sprayed it in a long time. It's Elysium meets Virgin Island water. It's actually really good. One of the best from Dua that I've ever tried. Yeah, I have a sizable den. I haven't worn it in a long time. I got like a third of my 30 ml missing, like 10 ml missing out of my 1 ounce bottle. I've had it for years. Yeah. So I apologize, guys. I'm going to skip for a little bit because I didn't realize I was this far behind. But apparently I am. So I'm going to slowly kind of pan down. Kara, good to see you. Only 60 likes. Oh, that's a travesty. Let me hit refresh and see where we're at. I am far back. We got 141 in the chat currently. 74 likes. We can do better than that. That's almost 50% here, guys. We're better than this. I believe in you. I hope you believe in me. Hit that thumbs up for me. It does help, and it is very much appreciated. Kevin, good to see you, sir. Wore Evening Mystique to work the other day. My God, it's so good. I mean, I agree. But time has been good to its maturity. Hope all is well. Absolutely. Time has been good to Business Over Pleasure's maturity as well. Blessings from Trinidad. Really appreciate your channel. Sin of the day, Latafa Assad Bryant. I appreciate you, sir. You smell great, too. Golden Rum and Amber slightly reminds me of Polo Blaze. Even did a comparison spray, very similar. And BR540 Twist was good as well. Glad it made its way to you. We're all smelling phenomenal. I mean, that goes without saying with this live chat. You guys are always killing it. Announced January this year. Yeah, seriously. So I'm skipping down. We're heading on our way down. So trying to see if anything really catches my eye. Oh, de cheap. I like it. All right. With the avatar working. Okay. I dig it. I dig it. Didn't get to say it early, but I really appreciate your channel. Well, thank you. Blind bought a lot of recommendations and loved them all. Gary's Den by FOMO is a killer. They got a new FOMO fragrance coming as well. The bottle's green. I haven't read any notes or anything yet, but all three of the ones that are out so far are really good. Gary's Den's the best one. It's like spicy, not as dark Dior Homme Parfum. It's like a twist. Kind of falls in between the Parfum and the Intense. It's kind of its own flanker. It's really good. So still skipping. God, I was so far behind. My apologies, guys. A little bit. It's nothing crazy. It doesn't make it super powdery. There's a little bit of powderiness to it. If anything, it adds a little touch of soapiness to it. It's not a super waxy kind of iris note. All right, so we made it to the bottom. We're going to stay right here. Raja Oceania. Well, Kaylin, you are flexing on people. You smell incredible, sir. Didn't I see your content earlier? We started a new employee today. Hadn't quite the time to go back. No worries, my man. No worries. I'm just giving you a hard time. I have not. I've never tried that one. Been wearing light blue summer vibes a lot recently. To me, it smells like the original mixed with Profondo lights. Have you noticed that? Because of the green elements, I see where you're coming from. It's not a bad comparison. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. It'll get worn at least once this summer. That's when I go for my light blue flankers whenever the summertime rolls around, because they just scream summer, you know? But yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yes. And I'm convinced that's where EJ got the inspiration for Om for the holidays. May he rest in peace. which I actually prefer Homme for the holidays over the Bond number 9 fragrance. Let's see. I appreciate it, Rob. Hell yeah. Thursday, we're gonna wear the same fragrance. You're damn right. How are you? Oh, pressed enter before you finish typing. Shit happens. That would be Cuba Prestige Black, Cool Water Oceanic Edition. That's the first 2 that come to mind because those are scrubbers for me. Cool Water Oceanic Edition smells like fresh water and body odor to me. It smells like a high school locker room after a football game, like sweaty shoulder pads. Any of you that remember that smell, that's what that in a bottle. It's awful. Even out in the air, it's not just on my skin. It's spraying it out in the air and doing my little whiff and sniff kind of thing. Those 2 come to mind immediately. Everything else is just kind of maybe not for me, but not bad. You know, but that's the 2 that jump out as like, no. The original Youp Homme, no. It drives me nuts when people say it smells like original Santal. Stop it. Stop it. Night and day. Chemical mess, quality. Chemical mess, quality. Stop saying Youp Homme smells like Creed Original Santal. Or if you do believe that, just stop saying it to me. Please stop saying that shit to me. Because no. That is a chemical mess. That is a shit show. I'm sure at one time Youp Homme was incredible because a lot of its flankers really are, especially the Eau de Parfum and the Le Parfum. They're beautiful and they do have the original's DNA, but newer versions, which my bottle of Youp Homme is 5-6 years old, something like that. So it's a newer version. It is so cheap, sweet. It's unbelievable. Very few fragrances that are affordable or cheap that I will straight up say that smells cheap. Youp Homme, that smells cheap. It is a literally cheap chemical just mess to me. And it's a beast. And I'm sorry if I'm hurting anybody's feelings that loves that fragrance. This is just my opinion, and I'm kind of being a little dramatic, having fun with it. But, oh, man, every time I talk about or wear original Santal, it comes up from somebody. And I'm like, oh, like nails on a chalkboard. I cringe when I see this. Like, oh, stop defaming the far superior fragrance in original Santal. Oh, man, I mean, it's not even close. It's way more expensive, but it should be far superior for the money, right? Like 1 every 5 seconds. That's why he's so far behind. Well, I'm relatively caught up, though. Mentioned Riviera. That's my scent of the night. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. If you have Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, is it redundant to get the flankers? Depends on which flanker. Because Sun has a sunscreen coconut vibe. Italian Love has a little bit of like green patchouli, but very much bergamot grapefruit. Forever is all about the tart grapefruit. Like they tie to the original, but not as much. Where you really tie to the original is like the newest one that came out last year, Summer Vibes. That's very much like the original. The O Intense obviously is very much like just an intense version of the original. Certain ones are like just really pulling that DNA, and others where it's faint. So it all depends. Love is Love has this like apple gelato kind of thing going on. It's like this warm meets ice cream tone with the original's DNA. So yes and no. It depends on the flanker. I'm gonna catch it. I agree. I didn't need my fragrance to scream across the street. Yeah, for sure. So I'm in my Scent of the Day shorts video too. That's the one I was talking about. I didn't necessarily mean on here. Because you usually message me on Instagram, and I had just put it on Instagram like a few minutes before I saw your message. That's why I said that. Whew. Okay. You're in the running for best smelling person in the chat. I don't know how many of you have ever tried Maison Crivelli's Ambre Chromatique. That's one of the best benzoin, ambery benzoin fragrances I've ever smelled. Divana, greens, woods, sticky like glue. Crazy sillage, crazy longevity. Incredible fragrance. One of the best releases from last year. I think it was last year. Might have been 2022. I don't remember. It's in the last 2 years it came out. It's phenomenal. One of the best amber benzoins I've ever smelled. Like I said, sticky. Very sticky resin. Yeah, I agree. It's very, very good stuff. Yeah. Cuba Prestige Black. Love it. Yeah, it's very much, it's got to be where he got the inspiration. If you still have New Harlem, side by side, you'll see. Yes, it's actually a very powdery, slightly fresh vanilla. I need to go back to that one too. All the Sphinx stuff's really good. Penhaligon's Mr. Thompson. Never tried that. Never tried that. Had to take a fragrance break. Not wearing, purchasing, researching social media while Miss Fritz was recovering. Hope Miss Fritz is doing well. Actually, a good addiction check. And it's definitely an addiction with this hobby. It can get out of hand. Exhibit A. One to wear every day. One niche or designer. So with niche, I'm going to have to say Raja Parfums Oceania because it's so incredibly fresh. It would be great on a super hot day. Just phenomenal. And it actually very airy and stays on me, stays on skin for a long time. And then with designer, I always fall back to Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. Tried and true. One of my favorite great performing summer fragrances I've ever smelled. I'm quick to recommend that one. I actually said that in a comment to somebody a couple of weeks ago about that. It's funny that you say that. I said, you need to make an appointment with an ear, nose, and throat doctor, Pimpin', was the comment. Sean Connolly, $10 super chat. I appreciate that, sir. Been testing a pair forward fragrance and realized I don't really have any pear in my collection. Any suggestions? Pair forward masculine fragrances. Pear Potion. Roma Concept. I got it from Roma Concept. Paris Corner. It's supposedly Escada plus pear, is what I've been told. I read that. Somebody said that in the chat at one point. I don't know. Never smelled Escada, but very pear forward. Very fruity. A little bit of zest to it. It's not super fruity sweet. It's more fruity fresh than it is fruity sweet. I would try that one. It's literally the green all the way on the edge. Right there. Powdery diaper full of Indian food. Okay, then. Quite descriptive. Ooh, Toy Boy. Toy Boy is a good one. Pear? I don't know if I've ever really gotten the pear from that one. Me personally, I don't recall it coming off of my skin where I'm like, ooh, pear. Maybe it just doesn't come off of my skin well. Chat moving crazy today. Seems like we're all waiting for a surprise live stream. Well, I mean, we don't have a huge crowd. We got 130, like the core, the live stream core audience for the channels here. You know, it all depends on topic as to what, like when I have Justin, we're going to have well over 200. At some point, we'll clip anywhere from 200 to 300 consistently while I have Justin. We're going to be talking Tom Ford on Thursday with Justin over here. Justin's like a live stream view magnet. I tell him that all the time. That's going to be a good time. Let's see. But I appreciate you all being here. Like, it's 38 minutes. We'll do an hour, maybe a little more. We'll see where the conversation's at. Yeah, the Le Parfum is chef's kiss. Magnificent, the best one. So she dusted and reorganized her collection for me a couple of days ago. I'm actually going to do a video on her collection. It's funny that you say that. It's been requested. We got more women, you know, shout outs to the ladies of the TLTG family. Been showing up more and more in the comments, more and more in the chats, mainly in the comment section a lot lately. And that's been requested. So I told her, babe, dust everything off, get it situated. It's going on camera. So which she did. And she's all excited with it. She moved her shelving unit and reorganized everything. And it's because there's some stuff she hasn't touched in quite a while that had some pretty good dust on it. So dust the bottles real good, you know, because they're going on camera. So probably, I don't want to say within the next few days, but before the month's out, I'd like to do it. And no guarantees, but within the coming weeks for sure. Within the next week or two, I would say, I'll be doing that video. It'll just be a quick overview of, I won't even be on camera. It'll be me kind of panning through, grabbing stuff. Kind of like when I did my collection video, grabbing stuff and doing a little brief, you know, summary of different things, pulling them up and just discussing like kind of highlights and of the collection. Cause she's got a lot of fragrances at this point. She's got like 60, 70 bottles. I need to count, but it's like around 60 bottles now. She got a pretty sizable collection, maybe even more. Oh, I went backwards. Let's see. No, I actually haven't. I put it in the rotation and pulled it out 2 or 3 times since I got it. And it ends up getting bumped. No, yeah, I haven't. And it happens with a lot of stuff, man. It happens, and I'm like, oh, I'll wear it later. Oh, I'll wear it later. Next thing you know, years pass. Like, you know, I never wore that. Happens a lot. Hated Youp Homme. My kids wore it, and I wasn't into fragrances at the time. Milestone, excellent choice. Muhammad. Boy, it's late where you're at. You must not be able to sleep. It's like 3 in the morning for you. Good to see you, man. Kajal 3 just got Pacific Chill, definite keeper. You damn right. L'immensité, definite keeper. Ombre Nomad, deciding if it's for me. Decants. Yeah, that's, you got to be in the oud. It's crazy, crazy strong too. Patchouli, raspberry, smoky, very sweet oud, but nuclear fragrance. Italian Love's probably my favorite light blue flanker at this point. Even though I recommend the Intense a lot, it's just because it's so true to the original. But scent for scent, Italian Love's my favorite. It's amazing. I've never tried that one. If you love light blue, you need to get the flankers. I mean, light blue is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. The original, I'd still take that over all of them. Like if I had to just keep one light blue, I'd keep light blue over all of them. It is the best smelling one to me. They'll never make one that smells better. Even the Intense, for as good as it is, I'll sacrifice the performance the Intense brings for the smell of light blue pour on. It's just that good to me. Pivotal fragrance in my journey. I love that fragrance. Dorothy Blue, excellent choice. I never tried the Exclusive. I know they've released a few lately. They have the Haltane dupe that they recently put out. I know my buddy Danimal, he got that one recently. Insurrection Wild must be kind of chilly where you're at, or you're just saying screw it. And that's a heavy, spicy fragrance right there. Cedrat Boissé, excellent choice. Was Versace the drink? I gave my bottle away. It's not that I couldn't stand it. It just wasn't for me, and I was never going to wear it. Like, I could spray it on and not scrub it off. It just didn't appeal to me. Yep. Just something about it. And you would think that would be one I would like. Aromatic and tobacco. Never spoke to me. Shout out to one of my moderators on Facebook, Miguel. I gave that bottle to him when I lived in Texas. Generic cash grab, and you got to move on to the niche. That's a fair point. So I think Fragrance Spy already has it in stock. I think I saw it. I think. No, they don't. I was tripping. It was a different one I saw then. Which one was it that I saw that I was thinking was it? Let me go Aqua de Parma real quick. Now I'm curious on what the hell I saw. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. It was Mandorlo di Sicilia. Different one. Yeah, I saw the post for my fragrance. I just didn't read it yet. I'm sure it's going to be incredible. Name that citrus-heavy Aqua de Parma fragrance that's not good. I'll wait. Can't decide which Mancera I'm getting next. I got Sicily coming tomorrow. That's damn good. Can't decide between. Ooh. So I haven't tried Pearl, and I've been fussed by some people when I did my Mancera video that I don't have Pearl. So I guess I got to get Pearl. But between Holidays and Melody of the Sun, Holidays is very much a beach fragrance. Whether you're going to the beach or not, you're going to feel like you're at the beach when you're wearing that. It's a sunscreen fragrance. So you got to decide, do you want that all the time? Because if you want something to wear more often, Melody of the Sun's a lot more versatile. There's more woods to it. Still fresh, citric, aquatic, all that beautiful freshness, but pretty hefty woody base kind of stands out. And that one makes it a lot more versatile. So my vote would be Melody of the Sun if you're looking for more wearing opportunities, if you're situational like I am, or even kind of situational. But if you just like, screw it, I want to feel like I'm at the beach, Holidays is incredible. That's one of the ones I don't have. You find a Holy Grail fragrance that only aliens have. I'll never find a Holy Grail fragrance. Shopping addiction is the same as most addictions. It's chasing a high-feeling dopamine rush. Indeed it is, sir. Indeed it is. Pure White from Creed, just as nice of a pear note. I've actually never tried that one. I agree. I think it's quite fantastic. That's what I'm wearing today as well. I love it. Famine Bravi, never tried that one. Club de Nuit Iconic, beautiful Bleu de Chanel twist. I said that about Scotto plus pear. Got the info from the web. Might not be correct. So it was you that said it. I don't know if that's true or not. Le Male Intense is a good pair fragrance. Got the exact name. Dark blue bottle flanker. Dark blue bottle Le Male Intense. Oh, you're talking about Ultra Male for the pear note. I was like, Le Male Intense? What do you mean Ultra Male? Yeah. It is a beautiful pear note, but it's also intensely sweet, very playfully sweet. So you got to like sweet fragrances for sure. I'm waiting on Nitro Red, Platinum, and the green bottle. Ooh, the green one's good. Nitro Red's still the best of the bunch. I mean, all three of those are great. I've reviewed all three of those. Funny. You've been watching my reviews. I've just reviewed all three of those in the last 2 weeks. But if I had to pick between the three, it's red. Red's the one for me. Well, I appreciate you coming and hang with us for a little bit. This was kind of an impromptu live. Normally I go live on Monday. I was running around like crazy today. I didn't think I was going to be able to. And Jay kind of made me feel guilty when he asked if I was streaming. I was like, I don't want to let nobody down. Because there are some people, some of you watching were like, man, I hope he goes live tonight. Because even if it's not for me, I know y'all like to have the live chat to converse with one another, if nothing else. I'm just kind of like the sideshow clown to dance and entertain you along the way, you know? So I appreciate all of you coming and hang. Trust me, I love doing the live chats too. I didn't know if I'd be able to make it because I don't like to go too late. So we're probably not going to do an hour and a half. We'll probably stop around an hour. We're 46, 47 minutes right now. Indeed. Super excited to buy. Not an addiction if it's your livelihood. Well, it's been a hobby for a long time. Long before this was a monetized thing, you know, long before that. You're part of the FragCom that I call fragrance commercial. A lot of work behind that. That's very fair. It's a great point. Great point, sir. Dan, good to see you, sir. Hit that like button, ladies and gents. Wearing Cedrat Essence. That's a good twist. Longevity not as good, but it smells great. So I find it to be more citric, less fruity sweet, and more musky, less woodsy than the original. It's kind of a nice little twist. It's more summer appropriate than actual Cedrat Boisé. No, I've been like, as I go is when I look into them, as I wear them. So, because I wanted to open blue last night and I sprayed blue and spent some time with it last night and was surprised. I went to look at the notes and I was like, okay, that Tolu Balsam note makes sense. And I started like, what does this remind me of? And it reminded me of, the only thing I can relate it to is like a little bit of Wanted by Night. I saw some people comparing it to Pegasus and I was like, In the deeper dry down, yeah. Early, no. Early, I get more Wanted by Night. But as it dries, 2 hours, 3 hours in, that's when I get more of Pegasus. But it's still not all that much Pegasus to me. But it's very creamy and balmy. Like it reminds you of a few things. All of them remind you of some stuff, but they're still kind of their own thing. This is one of those for sure. Good to see you, sir. Layless Babylon. Never tried that one. It's a floral freshie. Ooh, I like that. I don't know if it's a direct clone of anything. Floral freshie. That's nice speaking my language. I'm glad you enjoy it, my man. We just talked about it a minute ago, too. Or Nitro Red and Kenneth Cole Reaction covering the watermelon scent. Of those three, I'd go Nitro Red. I'd go Nitro Red over the other two. Milestone's good, but Kenneth Cole Reaction, it's like a 2-hour fragrance. It smells great for a little bit of time, but man, Nitro Red's is just too good for me. I think, anyways. I had a feeling. I know it's very late for you. Ooh, like Bois Ecure vanilla to me. Anyone else? So it's funny that you say that because some people say Cedrat Boisé, which Bois Ecure gets related to Cedrat Boisé. Ani, Aventus, all those Hachivat, all of those get brought up. It's kind of a hybrid. It's great. It's fantastic. It's highly wearable, beautiful fragrance. A little over $100 for 100 ml from discounters. It's good stuff from Electimus. It really is. Good to see you, Juan. Galan Loam Ideal. Cool. You get the first soft live stream clap of the day. It's nice to see somebody give that specific flanker some love. Nobody gives that green bottle some love. To me, it smells like the original, but the mintiness is creamy because of the almond. And any of you that have seen the video I did, the verses of Cool versus Cologne years ago, back when I lived in Texas, we're talking almost 5 years ago. It was a long time ago. Over 4 years ago at this point. Point being, the green mint ice cream specifically, that kind of mintiness. It smells like that. Pretty unique for what it is. Magnificent. Never got love outside of me as far as I know. I haven't worn it in a long time, but man, it's good. The sport one too, the blue bottle, that one's really good. It's quirky. Almond Aquatic, it's weird, but I like it. The whole line's good. Whole line's good to me. Yeah, for sure. I agree. In South Florida, what's a good fragrance? Spring, summer, rainy day. So I'm gonna go Rain Essence every time. Bulgari Man Rain Essence is kind of like my go-to now. So Lumari Porthole. Yeah, it's pricey, but it's damn good, man. Let them know, my man. Speaking of light blue, we were talking about light blue a minute ago. No worries, Vetiver Sensuel, you sir smell incredible. Light blue pour homme, then I'd buy the original light blue for women. Yep. Smells like a slightly more floral Versace Mano Fresh. The Intense is really good too. The women's Intense, I have that one too. Arguably better than the men's. There's an argument for it. Was laughing and making fun of me the other night when I was dusting and reorganizing all of my fragrances. But hey, does she not dust the entertainment center and the furniture and stuff like that? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. She keep her picture frames clean or any trinkets she collects. It's like there's something that's important to her that she cleans too. It's the same thing. Whether it's chores around the house or things she collects, because you collect fragrances, but everybody's got something they're into that they maintain and take care of, Nitro White from Friend, excited to share with y'all how it smells. As far as I know, it's a clone of Dior's Bois d'Argent, Iris fragrance. Good to see you, sir. Hope all is well with everyone else. Raid Silver by Latif. I've never tried that one. You have to try Pearl, Beautiful Fig, which people can't believe it's a Mancera. Yeah, I got fussed by a couple of people in the comments of that video. Where's Pearl? How do you not have Pearl? Yep, Ultra Male. Citrus Bomb Opening Orange Sanguine. Atelier Cologne. Yep. Ripped off cellophane from the packaging without opening the box. Felt like I cut an orange in half. Yeah, it's beautiful. I have it. Beautiful fragrance. Oh, yeah, I've worn it a bunch of times. Well, not 3. I've worn that one twice. The other ones I've worn, well, mainly 1 and 4. That's the ones I really go to. I wore 4 week and a half ago. And 3, not 3. 1, the Tiger clone, about a week and a half ago. And Quattro, 4, I wear almost once a week. Yeah, pretty much. So it's my least favorite, if that helps. It's a good interpretation of imagination, but I'm not a big imagination guy. It's not like one that I'm like, gotta have it. Afternoon Swim and Pacific Chill were the freshies for me. Hugo Iced is a very like toothpaste minty, chewing gum minty, fresh green. It may sound off-putting the way I put it, but that's the best way I can describe it. Kind of toothpaste mint, very synthetic, very green and woodsy. It's a nice fragrance. Not special, but it is a nice fragrance. Noted. I appreciate that, Kara. Thank you. I don't watch much TV. I watch fragrance reviews instead. That's hilarious. It's funny that you say that. That is hilarious, seriously, because in October, when my childhood best friend, he takes his wife and his daughter on vacation to Pensacola Beach every year in October. And while we were there, I was almost to 100K, and he was cracking up. Like, he was asking about the channel and everything. He's like, I was telling my boys at work the other day, it's crazy to think that you're like someone's favorite TV show. So it's funny that you say that. That immediately played in my head, because there's some truth to that. You just proved it, but there's some truth to that, because YouTube is very much modern TV for most people. I watch most stuff on YouTube. I watch YouTube every single day of my life. I have a routine in the morning. I watch Wrestle Talk after my cardio when I have my first meal of the day. I'm watching Wrestle Talk every morning to start my day for years now. It's part of my daily routine, has been for a long, long time. So that's probably my favorite TV show is the Wrestle Talk News. I watch it every day of my life. I've been watching Ollie Davis since it was just him, like 8-9 years ago, something like that, before he had the whole crew in the new presentation. Any of you that watch Wrestle Talk. So I totally get it, and I appreciate the compliment, Kara. We're just chatting randomly. Nothing specific. No, very much inspired. It's clearly they wanted their Aventus, but it's not. Like, it cracks me. Look, everybody's got their opinion. My opinion, not that close to Aventus. Just as different as it is similar. And then I've had people tell me in comments, it's spot on. It's dead on. It dries down the same. I don't agree, but teach their own. To some people, it's like dead ringer. To me, it's more about bergamot, woods, and leather and ambroxan. Kind of a stretch to say it's direct copy. But anytime they're not like a carbon copy, like it's almost unmistakable, which is which out in the air, that's going for carbon copy, one of, trying to be as close as possible. When there's differences, that's what I like. I like twists. I like inspired by more than clone of. Because most of the time I have the original any damn ways, and I'll just wear the original unless there's a, inspired fragrance that's got a twist and a nuance that's a little different. And this could be from a niche brand, designer brand, Middle Eastern brand, cheap, random indie clone house. I like the twists more. I like hybrids and blends. I like things like that more because most of the time I'm going to have the original. Not all the time. I don't have 500,000 fragrances. God willing, I never will, which I can't imagine, but that's kind of, I'll try it at some point. I'm not in like a rush for it. It's not like on the, I really need to try that list. It doesn't excite me. I was obviously last on the list. Hey, that's good stuff though. I think that's fair. Recently added Say Less and EGE, especially EGE. Man, good to see you as well, sir. About a year ago, we've been able to put ads in lives. YouTube monetizes everything. Even channels that aren't monetized get ads. The channel just doesn't get a cut because they're not monetized. That's what it comes down to. Yes, sir. FWO for life. Gentleman Reserve Privé. Great stuff. So Neff's is beautifully sweet and rich. I've only smelled it once. I remember it being like honey vanilla, like honey sticky sweet. Even if it's not honey, I feel like it was like a honey-like consistency to the thickness of the aroma. I know it's a lot of vanilla and other notes, but I remember being wowed by it. It's been over 2 years since that one spray was on my hand. And I've put off getting a bottle for so long because the 50 ml is like $250. And it's a situational fragrance for me. That's why I've never like rushed to get it. But man, I would like to add it to the collection at some point. It's phenomenal from what I remember. Neither really. None of them, neither have captivated me to the point of needing them. That's why I don't have them. And I've had decants of both. I still have a decant of Narcotic Delight. My decant of Side Effects been done for years. Neither, honestly. Because I've had many opportunities to pick both and I've smelled both and they don't captivate me. There's other fragrances that have that scent profile that I like more. What it comes down to. 40 Knots is one of their best offerings. It's a unique, salty, spicy aquatic. Very unique. Love it. Versatile too. You can wear this signature scent. We're doing good. We're doing good. We lost a few people. But that's okay. We're about to hit the 1 hour mark. We'll be shutting her down here in just a minute. 132 likes. We got more likes than viewers currently. Hey, I'll take, it is what it is. But we're gonna be winding down here in just a minute. Because I just wanted to come hang out for a little bit. I don't want to, keep too much of your time. It's 2 minutes to 6:45 on my end. I just wanted to come chat for a little bit. I didn't want you guys to think I forgot about you because I probably wasn't going to stream, but like I said, Jay made me feel guilty. This guy. His fault. This stream's his fault. Coach for Men is a good one. Great to see you as well, sir. There is some pear in that one. It's good that you bring that up. There is some pear in that one. A lot of fuzzy suede and ambroxan smell too. It's good. Indeed. Thank you, Kyler. Pardalome Intense, good stuff. Mr. Got Plenty. Boy, I never see that name anymore. The one thing he doesn't have plenty of is appearances in my live chat. Not anymore. He don't love me like he used to. Mr. Got Plenty don't love me like he used to. He used to love me. Now he just kind of associates with me once in a while. Here he is. Good to see you, man. Got to fuck with you a little bit. I don't see you that much. I think it's a time frame thing because I see in other live chats at this time of day and later. I think it's more of a time frame thing because I stream earlier than most usually. Strapwise A isn't anything like Aventus. No, I agree. Not sure why they get compared other than they suit some. That's exactly. You and me, we're here. I completely agree. They don't smell the same. They fit the exact same situations. It's an alternative. Definitely not a clone. It's their Aventus, but it doesn't smell like Aventus. Totally agree. Ooh, flexing. I don't even care if it's the Parfum or the EDP. They're both phenomenal. Explorer Ultra Blue yesterday. Was a blind buy. Super disappointed. I kind of was too. Smells so cheap. I agree. Yeah, it smells like a cheap imagining of a 90s cologne fragrance, like Calone, that aroma chemical, that kind of spicy green aquatic. Like everything that was the 90s, but more synthetic. It's okay. I can wear it, but I was very disappointed by it too. I did not do a favorable review on that one. I did do a full review on it, and it was not favorable. But, according to some people, I like everything, and that's because they don't watch every video. I get it. I'm about to hit 3,000 videos. I got a lot of content. I don't anticipate everybody to watch everything, but I get the occasional comment about how I like everything. Is there anything you don't like? And it's like, well, you just haven't seen all the videos because slowly the videos of stuff I don't like piles up. Obviously, the stuff I do like is way more abundant because most fragrances smell good. That's what it comes down to. It's kind of tough because Assad Zanzibar has really captivated me at this point, and I think right behind it would be Honor and Glory and Sublime from the Body El Oud line. I think that's kind of my top three. I haven't tried any of the new ones. No, I got plenty. I love his tagline. I got plenty. I haven't tried any of the new ones. I haven't. MG, good to see you, my man. Got taken back today. I was at Dillard's and saw they had 2 bottles of really Aramis Tuscany. Talk about going back. Yeah, I didn't even know that was still in production. Is it? Already answered that. Oud of Nobility. Any experience? No, I never tried that. Never tried it. Ooh. I don't have a lot of vintage bottles of designers. I only have a few. But as far as like a designer that's been around a long ass time, probably Cool Water. I know it's not an exciting answer, but probably Cool Water. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to hear. Hope you're feeling better too. Lome Reach from Authenticity Perfumes. No worries, man. No worries. We're going to be cutting loose here in just a minute. You have a great stream as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nigerian giant Omas has arrived. Good to see you, sir. Hope you are well. Does any fragrance surpass French Riviera as your favorite marine freshie? Well, it's not necessarily my favorite marine freshie specifically. It's my favorite fresh Mancera, specifically in the brand, because they got a lot of really good fresh fragrances. So it's my favorite of that. As far as my favorite marine aquatic overall, it's up there. It's in the top 5, but I wouldn't call it my absolute favorite aquatic. My new favorite aquatic isn't released yet. But, and you'll see when the time comes. But I have to throw stuff out there like Light Blue Intense, like I mentioned earlier. Bulgari Aqua Atlantique's always been special to me. I talked about it again recently. I know it's discontinued, but man, it's a beautiful fragrance. Dylan Blue meets Aqua Pour Homme. It's amazing. It's one of the best ever blue aquatics. Very saltwater marine. Something like that it's like hard to beat for me because it really ticks all the boxes as far as how it smells, the wearing experience, the performance. Just it's hard to go past one like that. But thank you for the super chat. Yeah, you had to do this while you were hanging with him. Mint and Tonic by Atkinson's versus Hugo Iced. Don't even remember Mint and Tonic. Have I tried that one? If I did, it would have been with Chad, but I don't remember that specific one. Ooh, Royale, the original. That's the most underrated. That's an easy answer. I was talking anytime Royale and its flankers come up, because X, I get it. X is the happy medium between Royale and Triple X. X is kind of the one, you know. But Royale is so underrated. It's very resinous wood, blonde wood heavy, and I think it very much deserves more love than it gets. Because there's been so much great stuff to come out from Zaharoff since Noir and Royale came out, because that was the first two flankers. They came out as a pair after Signature Pour but since then the DNA's gone all over the place and done some incredible. Claude has done some remarkable things with that profile. It is some of his greatest work, is this Zaharoff Signature Pour line. It is just incredible for the Claude's portfolio, what he's been able to create with George. And I'm thrilled to be a part of that. Both my fragrances were done by Claude as well. So I would have to say Royale. Royale is very, very special. And to really understand X and Triple X, you really should try Royale, because it's the first one. X came next and Triple X came after that. And it's Noir. Basically that pair. And see, Noir, Royale's been the base for a few fragrances, but Noir has been a base for like half the line. Noir is like the primary base formula for most of the flankers. Not most, I would say at least half of them. Rosé, Black Rose, Citrine, what else? Aurum. Is it Bloom too? No, Royale's the base for Bloom. What else? Well, I'm drawing a blank right now. Tabac, that's a Noir base as well. Tabac and Leather Tabac, that's based off of Noir. You get the point. The resins, any of the ones where the resin and the incense is very prominent, it's because Noir, if you go smell it, it's the most resinous and incense heavy Zaharoff fragrance. So the way that one is, so it makes for an incredible base, as you can see. It makes for such a good base. He sure did. Strong with you, absolutely. I love the advertisement here, Kyler. I appreciate that, man. My pleasure. My pleasure, my man. Even the rest of it. Derek, I appreciate you, man. If you had to pick two from Roger Burlington, ooh. So Danger Parfum would be the least versatile of that bunch. It's wow factor. And all three of these are wow, but the most versatile is the Solar Blue, then Burlington 1819. I think the most special profile is Burlington 1819, but like I said, the wild, ridiculous level of versatility for me is the Solar Blue. That's what makes it that extra half a point bump to get a 10 over Burlington, because Burlington was a 9.5 for me. The Solar Blue is the only 10 I've ever done, but it's because it's so versatile for me. So it comes down to that's an easy 2 for me, because wearability plays a huge role. Because Burlington you can do a lot with, you really can. But Solar Blue, I think you can do even more. Danger is a bit more situational. It's more cumin heavy. It's more mature overall. I think it's the best, easiest way to summarize the differences. It's a mature scent profile. It's not going to be for everybody, you know, but it's incredible for what it is. Ross, you really are, at least for me, for sure. Appreciate that, sir. Your favorite TV show, I'm assuming? Appreciate that. Talks about is Parfum d'Empire Aqua de Sandola. Imaginaires or Bob Cap d'Antibes. That's a good one too, yeah. Scent of the day. Insidious. Insidious ginger or ingenious ginger? Because that could be autofill. There might be an insidious ginger and I'm just not familiar with it, and I look like a dumbass right now. I guess you'll let me know. It's great to see you as well. Talking to Josh. First cop with Making Sense. Never tried that. Let's see. You're right about that, Ross. I have a description on my channel that's for grandkids and I don't monetize. My son's all asked, so why do you have commercials? They put ads on everything now, man. I'm not familiar. Splash of peach and plum. This channel is a vibe. Well, thank you, sir. That is the goal. I am a vibe that is not for everyone. You know, I don't try to be either. But I appreciate the sentiment. Yeah, I mean, it's the truth, to the point to where I never picked them up and never put them on the need to pick up list. They're really good fragrances. Hell, he needs to. He ain't going nowhere. So I'm skipping ahead a little bit because it's, we're hour 10. I wanted to stop around an hour. So let me kind of scroll down a little bit. So today, Ombre Leather Parfum, great choice. I'm going to be doing that shopping. So I already bought Birth of Venus from Argos because that got overwhelming votes. That was an easy. So I don't know if Jasada Intense ended up winning or losing. Jasada Ambassador Intense, because it was in a hardcore race with Cosmic Pepper. Cosmic Pepper was ahead last look. Let me check real quick. So Cosmic Pepper is 40% of the vote. Ambassador Intense is 33% of the vote. I'll give it till in the morning for any of you that haven't voted yet for the All-Star tier. It's between Ambassador Intense and Cosmic Pepper from Mancera. So, because they didn't have Birth of Venus from Fragrance Buy. I had to buy it from, nobody had it in stock discount, so I bought it from Argos. So it was pricey. So spent more than I wanted to on that one. I was hoping to get it discounted, a little over 100, mid 100s like it goes for from discounted. It didn't work out. Paid over 200. It is what it is. It's phenomenal fragrance. Somebody's going to love Birth of Venus. But that ran away with 48% of the vote. Second place was tied at 16% of the vote for the niche tier. So that'll be that. And then I realized, I watched back when I was seeing who won what, when I was shipping everything out and marking what goes to who before I packaged everything. We talked about Profondo, but I ended up not doing a spin for Profondo. So Profondo is still available. So that's going to be the second spin, and I will remember to do the spin this time, because I've talked about it and everything, and then we went right into the mystery package spin. Didn't even do a spin for this. Kind of shame on me. My bad. I fucked up. So that'll be prize number 2 for the All-Star tier this month. Shit, my bad, But it's looking like Cosmic Pepper. So I'm probably going to do that order tonight or tomorrow because the stream, let me look at the calendar real quick. The stream is probably going to be next week, not this weekend, but next weekend, because we end the month on the 30th on a Tuesday. So it'll probably be the Sunday, the 5th will be the member stream. So typically try to do the member streams on Sundays. It's rare. It's happened before during the week. I try not to because I don't want to do double streams. So it'll probably be Sunday the 5th, either Saturday the 4th or Sunday the 5th. We'll do the member stream. Cool. Versace Mano Fresh, excellent choice. So let me try to get to the bottom real quick because I need to shut this bad boy down. Bertus Monarch bought Decants and Monarch Paradox Chaos. Cheers. Yeah, just Second Soul's phenomenal. Yeah, it's beautiful. So he's saying there's about to be a new aquatic that's better than light blue. And everybody's going to call me all kinds of shills and I'm biased and all that shit. Seraphine Blue is incredible. I wish I could give y'all all of the tea on it. I got the prototype. Prototype bottle's about 1 foot under my right hand right now. On the shelf underneath the top of this desk. I spray it every single night. I like it more. It's my new favorite Zaharoff over Rosé. Some of you have heard of this already. It's not the first time I say it in a live stream. Yep. Claude created that good of a blue for George. Not loaded down with synthetics like ambroxan and stuff like that. It's still true to the DNA. Like I can't go too far into it, but man, it's special. I have no problem talking about how fucking amazing that fragrance is. I don't give a shit what trolls and haters are going to say. Suck it. It's that good. Just try it for yourself. For those of you that are interested. For the trolls, suck it. Don't care what you think. Reality's reality. This shit is great. And a lot of people, I told George, you got a hit. This is going to be beyond Coco Loco type of hype. And I don't just mean for me. I mean when you all get your samples, get your bottles, whatever, and you all talk amongst yourselves on social media. I just start the conversation. You guys are what makes the conversation explode. The consumers and the viewers and the fans of the brand and y'all, I just start the conversation. That's my part in all of this. I just start the conversation. Here's the information. Here's what it looks like. You can pre-order it. That's where it starts with me. From there, it's everybody else. I don't sit there and just buy. I don't do that shit. So it's misled bullshit that I get. They got some good ones, sir. They got some good ones. They really do. Yeah, I got it. It's very sweet. That's the one I have, not the, oh yeah, that don't smell like New Harlem. Yeah, that's not the same. Wanted by Night's good stuff. Did get the only 2 available Zaharoff Ex Gentleman grooming oils today. Leather tobacco and signature pour on. I do not. I just pick a fragrance and roll with it. It was autofill. I had it, so it is Ingenious Ginger. I was right. Goldfield and Banks. No worries, Rafe. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for the live. Enjoyed it. It was great to have you, Pop. Good to see you, my man. So skipping ahead a little bit. Speaking of Zaharoff, I can tell y'all the Nigerian giant, as I assumed, is a huge fan of Royale X. He sent me a picture of the massive dent he's put in his bottle. He's only had it for like 2 weeks now. He's gone through like 15 ml. I knew you'd love that one. I knew it. It's incredible. It's incredible the dent he put on that one. I have it. I haven't sprayed that one yet. So the next one, I'm wearing it tomorrow, actually, is Nitro Blue. I sprayed it last night. I've already started testing, but I'm going to do a full wearing tomorrow. I'm sprayed again tonight. I'm going to wear it tomorrow, and then I'll probably have a review the next day. And then you're not the first person to ask me about Intense, so maybe I'll do Intense next. But yeah, I'm working on Blue right now. So with that said, we are to the bottom of this. To Animalic. That one, you need to be wary of Triple X then. Because that ain't shit compared to Triple X, man. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. I appreciate all of you coming and hang out with me. I genuinely appreciate you coming, spend some time, and it's always love the conversation. Thank you, everybody that gave super chats. It was great to see a lot of familiar names that are here on a regular basis, new names, people I haven't seen in a little while. Genuinely, I appreciate all of you. Thank you all so much. Make sure to like the stream before you leave. Check out today's video if you haven't yet. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We will be doing a fragrance haul from Joma Shop. Got a bunch of stuff in. Thank God. Have a good one.